Let's settle into presence. What does that mean? It can mean a whole array of different things. One of the purest things I think it can mean is letting all that is going on in and around you settle. And then you can bring some awareness to it. Not thought, but awareness. And then you can let it leave. So many of us are resistant to emptying ourselves out. We have structures, so many set pieces of framework that keep the silence away from us. Because beneath all of those things, there isn't silence, but there is noise. And true presence can be silence, but it can also be noise. True presence is whatever's going on underneath. Let's step into this moment right now. Perhaps you've got lots of things going on in your mind, in your world. Perhaps it's the opposite and you're having a bit of a lull. You might be stuck in something. Whatever it is, whatever dimensional reality is facing and around you, start by pausing. And then watching. Watching the thought come in, and maybe there are lots of them. And don't think them, but watch them. It's a form of stepping back. And that might actually make them increase. But the more they increase, the more we step back. And then they continue to flow, but we step back until we are at a place where we are an observer. This is observer consciousness. It's what we're so often trained out of, because we're taught that the intellectual mind is entirely absorbed, always traversing one with many thoughts. We're not in any form of intellectual consciousness if we cannot move in and out of it. And it's almost like a muscle. Being able to be at one with the flow of life, and then being able to step back and step out of it. Beyond that, of the observer consciousness, we move into what I call the witnesser consciousness, which is not looking at the individual thoughts themselves, but looking at the wide space. So things are coming in and out. but they're not grabbing our attention unless we are grabbing theirs. We may have trouble doing this. Sometimes emotions and thoughts in life and events take us and they don't let us go. And so in those times, sometimes awareness is the only way. We can't step back from them because they have us. But we become aware of them and the wider situation on the whole. And when we do that, we still move backwards. We still detach. Whatever forms we use to detach from everyday thought and energetic emotion that captures us, whatever forms we use, we're always entering a place where we become more energetically free and liberated. It can then be on us to choose what energy we decide to furnish our internal states of being with. This is where mantras can come in. This is where affirmations can come in. Even things that we're having trouble believing ourselves in our conscious mind, we can bring them into this space. Thoughts of love, thoughts of acceptance, thoughts of surrender, thoughts of letting go and trusting in all that is around us. These don't need to work as thought patterns themselves, because again, then we become locked into that everyday pattern of thinking and thought. We think of an emotion of love and then we start to question what we think about it and how we feel about it. No, not in this consciousness. It can form in such a way as feeling. Hand over the heart center. Realizing what is already there. Feeling the breath, feeling the heartbeat, feeling the body that is alive, that is safe, that is healthy. And even if we don't feel all of those things, feeling the aspects in which we do. To whatever degree we feel alive. To whatever degree we feel love. To whatever degree we feel healthy. And placing our attention, our focus, our awareness on those places. Breathing all the way through the top of the crown, all the way filling up all the lungs, holding, and feeling that energy there of love, safety, of aliveness, of health, and exhaling those aspects of that energy all around the body. filling up the lungs again, right to the top, and holding. And releasing, pushing all around the body. One more time, inhaling and holding. And a long, slow exhale, pushing all around the body. There are two everyday states that we almost never think about. Respond and react. So often we are in states of reaction. When we're in common, everyday life and communication, we react. How different would our world be if we chose to respond? Reaction is the automatic response of our internal system. Response, true responding, bypasses that. Sometimes it takes more time. Sometimes it causes us to be or seem a little more slow. When we welcome slowness in that way, we welcome power. Let that thought settle with you. When we welcome slowness in the nature of presence, we welcome power. Let's try that in breath meditation. The idea of pausing, holding, stopping, letting go, detaching. Inhaling that and holding. Holding this presence, holding this pause, holding this surrender of letting go. And as we exhale, we drink it in. We push that power to all parts of our body. Let's think on the inverse. We inhale, exhale. What power was that? What power was there? That is the automatic reaction, not the presence-filled response. Inhaling mindfully, letting go, stopping, holding, pausing, detaching out of the circle, seeing the circle for what it is, still holding, and then choosing to exhale into our power. Again, inhale, holding, not even conscious of that surrender now, or the pausing, just because that is becoming natural to us. Exhaling power and choice. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let the breath settle. Response and reaction. Just like the breath, when we bring our conscious awareness to it, we immediately default to our natural state of presence. Thank you for joining.